It's Zuriel time. Let me know when we're ready. You good? Ready? And 3, 2, 1, bang bang. All right, my next guest is Reggaeton singer Zuriel. Zuriel is an up and coming, or I should not say up and coming. His career has up and come back again. And let's just go ahead and listen to a little clip of his latest song called Mamacita. How's that?
Yeah,
I thought that was better.
Yeah, that sounds
But I threw an intro on that.
sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I can just listen back to it real fast and I'm just used to
Let's see what it sounds like.
Yeah. You sound good. You want to keep that tape?
Could we change it to ZurielXen? ZurielXen?
ZurielXen?
Yeah.
All right, let's go back
And
to
instead of
this.
saying reggaeton singer, we might say reggaeton artist. Because I write.
Oh, you're a reggaeton artist?
Yeah, because I write as
Can
well.
I say singer and writer?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. ZurielXen? Okay.
Singer and writer, yeah. That's how I make my
3,
money.
2, 1, bang bang. All right, so my next guest is ZurielXen, reggaeton singer and writer. He's an up and coming. I shouldn't say up and coming because his career is up and coming. But before we go into anything, let's go ahead and listen to his latest song called Mamacita.
Yeah, I'm sure about that one.
You want to hear it?
I mean, from here it sounds nice.
Yeah, and
I trust you guys on the audio stuff.
You guys good with that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, cool. And then you want to just hop right into the podcast right after?
Yeah, we'll play the 30 minute, the
Yeah.
30 seconds, and then yeah.
For 30 minutes, how many songs did we sing?
30 seconds. All right, we just heard that clip, and that song was fucking nothing but fire. So, Zuriel, congratulations.
Thank you, man. Thanks.
Hey, so let's just kick it off and let's just introduce yourself to everybody.
Hi. Good afternoon, everyone.
And let's just start with your background. So, how'd you get into singing?
Oh, man. Long story.
Oh, we got plenty of time.
All right. Singing was always like, it's always been a dream. You know, when I was little, I used to sing for church.
Okay,
When I used to live in Mexico.
okay.
So we used to have something called kermes. I don't know what that's called in English. Kermes.
What? Describe it.
It's like an event that it's made by the church.
Okay.
And it's like an event to get funds.
Okay, like a fundraiser?
Kind of like a fundraiser, yeah. And it
Okay.
happens maybe once or twice per year.
Okay,
So I would be one of the I don't want to say the headlines, but I was maybe like 5, 6 years old, and I would get on stage and sing.
okay.
And
Would you sing your own songs that you wrote, or would
no,
you
no, I was just
oh,
sing songs that my mom would like. You know, and she'd be like, "Hey, mijo, you sing this one, and this is a good song." And I was like, "All right." So I'm trying to learn the lyrics. I would ask my uncles to teach me the lyrics, and I would just go and sing. And at the time, I didn't think about singing it or singing well or like the note or anything
Right.
like that. All I care about was were my friends able to hear me? I was
Okay.
trying to sing as loud as I could so that
Gotcha.
my friends could hear me.
Gotcha. And then, so this happened from age 5 until when?
Well, I always had dreams of like music production and stuff like that, and I didn't go to school for music or anything until maybe when I came to the U.S.
Okay, how old were you when you came to the U.S.?
I was about 13 years old.
Okay, so you come to the States at 13.
Mm-hmm. So I came to the United States, and then I started boxing right away.
Okay.
And it wasn't until one of my friends at the gym, he was like, "Hey man, you think you can rap?" And I was like, "I can try it." He's like, "Well, let's go to the studio after, and we'll see what you can come up with." I'm like, "Yeah." So he had.
So your friend used to sing?
No, he didn't. He was just kind of looking for a second person to rap on his album, and I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'm down." We went to the studio, and he played. He was actually working on an album, and he played a couple songs for me. And it's crazy because they're like, we just get in the booth and lay some melodies out. Whatever comes out, just we'll loop it. And I was all right. I got in there and I ended up making like 8 or 9 songs for him. And the producer was like, damn, like, you know, let's keep going. If you have more, like, I'll play all the songs for you, and you just keep writing and coming out with melodies and see how it comes out. So I didn't end up rapping. I just ended up writing a whole album for him.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And did it go anywhere?
and it actually didn't go anywhere. So we ended up partnering up. He liked my style, and we ended up trying to work things out as a duet.
Duo.
Yeah,
Duet. Yeah.
But I ended up getting. At the end, I ended up getting, you know, fucked over.
Yeah, shafted.
Yeah.
And okay, so at this point, how old were you?
I was like 16, 17 years old.
Okay, so after you got shafted.
Shafted. I never heard that word before.
Shafted. Shafted is like the polite way to say I got fucked over.
Oh, wow.
So you get shafted, and then you go to what do you start doing after that?
So after that, I guess I discovered a true passion for music. I realized that it wasn't, you know, I'm thankful for that opportunity because it actually showed me that not just people that know people can make it, you know, and if you work hard enough, then you can too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Listen, I'm a true believer, and I've always said this, that hard work always pays off. It always pays off. You just have to just
Stay consistent.
you gotta stay on it consistently until there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, correct. So, you know, when I was younger growing up, I was like in Mexico, man. I mean, if you don't have money, if you don't know anyone, I mean, there's no way.
Yeah, the opportunities, I would say, from Mexico down to South America are just very, very hard. Unless if you were lucky, got the hookup, or you came from money, you'll make it, you know?
There's a lot of big artists out there that their parents are like maybe CEOs.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
And they get into it. So, by me being in the U.S., I'm like, that's a huge step. So,
Right.
like, I'm going to try my best to make it happen the best way I could.
So after you got shafted, did you start writing your own music? Did you start like setting
Yeah.
up a little studio in your house? Like,
I started writing my own music. I didn't really know much about music production or instruments at all. I was just writing music, and I had to contact maybe different producers. But the hard part is that the type of music that I wanted to make, there was no producers in LA that could relate to it.
and what music was that?
I was trying to do maybe like tropical music, like bachata, reggaeton, and every producer that I could meet with, he was either into the regional mexicano or hip hop, straight hip hop. So, or they know Spanish, and it was just tough, you know. But I made it work with a couple people, and the quality was bad. Obviously, at the time, I could buy a car, but I didn't want to buy a car because I was making payments into music production. So I was making monthly or weekly payments into getting this music out, and I was just borrowing my dad's truck to get to these locations.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know you mentioned before that you worked with Prince Royce, right?
I actually didn't work with them, but we sold. I actually worked for a label. It was like a small label in LA. We made, we used to get together. We made a couple songs. I actually made some songs for myself, which is one of them is Pasaría la Vida, which is out on YouTube right now.
Okay.
And we get together and work on songs, write songs. So I wrote a bunch of songs with them, and one of these songs turns out that I actually didn't speak to the producer for a while, and then you know when we came back to record another song, he was like, "Hey, guess what? You remember that one song we recorded?" I'm like, "Yeah, well, we sold it to Prince Royce." And I was like, "Oh, great! I never actually met him, but it was cool that he picked one of the songs that I collaborated on." So I know he paid them. I think he paid them anywhere from $6,000 to $8,000 for the song, but I never saw my part.
Okay, you got shafted again.
Yeah, I got shafted. Yeah, man. And this music is like actually not just music, but the entertainment business. It's all about being really careful because people are out there to just manipulate you, use you, and you know, take your money, man. I've done shows where not only am I putting out my work for free, but they're also asking me to sell tickets and go above and beyond, you know. And it sucks, man, because I mean you're trying to get your music out there, but there's people that are just taking advantage of it.
Right, right. So you're at the studio. He tells you you never see any money, and then where do you go from there?
We're going to wait. Well, if I don't see my money, can I get some beats or something, and we agreed on maybe a couple songs, so like 3 or 4 songs, and we actually created some songs, and at the time this label was from originally the guys they're all from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
So they left to Puerto Rico. I finished like an EP. We had maybe like 3 songs ready to put out right after. This was about maybe a year and a half ago or 2 years. It was right after I put out one of my music videos, and they left to Puerto Rico, and I sent the file. We rented a studio right here in Burbank, and we borrowed the computer and all that because I didn't have a computer at the time.
Right.
So we record the EP, send it to the producer who is in Puerto Rico so he can mix it and master it. Next thing you know, he tells me, oh, it's gonna take maybe 2-3 weeks. Next thing you know, I think this was like maybe on a Tuesday, and I think by, I'm not exactly sure, but a couple days or a few days later, Maria happens, the hurricane.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't hear back from anyone from Puerto Rico. Like, I have a couple friends in Puerto Rico. I didn't hear back from any of them for like 3 or 4 months.
That happened about what, 2 years ago?
2 years
Yeah,
ago.
right, okay.
Yeah, so I didn't hear back from anyone, and then we're going through like fires and stuff like that. So I was like, well, I don't know. I mean, I just, all I hope is that they're okay.
Right.
And music can wait. When I finally heard back from them, he was like, what file? Like, I lost everything. Like, everything's lost. So I was gone. We agreed on rebuilding everything, but
You didn't have the file saved?
no, man. And that's one of the biggest mistakes I've
Wow.
ever
How do
made.
you not save it? Rookie mistake?
Rookie mistake. Yeah. I should have had I never bought a hard drive like on my own,
Like external hard drive?
an external hard drive, or I didn't have a computer at the time, so we used WeTransfer, which
Right.
the file, like when he told me that, I went back into the link and tried to download it, but it had already expired.
Wow.
So I was like, I was kicking myself in the head with that,
Right.
So that's gone, man. Like there was a lot of hours on it, money that I had saved that I
Right.
spent on studio time. Now it's all gone, and producer came back. We ended up talking about maybe getting this music again, and he just stopped replying to me, out of nowhere. I think he ended up doing something else, and we just stopped communication with him. I hit him a couple times, but we never
So, this is probably like what, mid 2018,
I want to
2018.
say late 2017, 2018.
Okay, so
after Maria, I don't know that.
Okay, so then your file's gone. You're pretty much dead in the water,
Man,
literally.
I was ready
Yeah.
to give up. I was like, I'm done, man. Maybe this is a sign from God telling me that it's not for me.
Okay, so then what did you end up going to do after that? Did you like go start working? Did you?
I was bummed. I've always had a job.
Okay.
Always had a 9-to-5 job, or I've been working my whole life ever since I was a little kid.
Okay.
And so I just started dedicating myself to working. I was trying to market my videos still, the video that I had out, trying to like send it to people on YouTube, Facebook, everywhere I could. And I came across on Instagram. Actually, I came across a post. One of my friends, JP, posted an email from Lil Dicky. I don't know if you.
Yeah, Little Dicky was like a little rapper.
He's a rapper,
right?
Yeah. Lil Dicky asking him for beats, and at the time I'm like, I need beats. I need cool beats. So I'm like, I hit him up. I'm like, hey man, if you happen to have some beats, please send them my way. I'm willing to write. I'll write for free. I don't care, man. I just want to work. He didn't hit me up for like 15 days, and then maybe like 2 weeks after, he posted a picture. He was in San Juan, in my hometown in Mexico, and I'm like, hey, like, what are you doing there? And he's like, this is my hometown. And I'm like, get out of here, bro. I'm like, I'm from that place still. And he's like, no way, I always thought you were Puerto Rican. I'm like,
so San Juan is where?
San Juan, Jalisco, it's in Jalisco.
Okay,
San Juan,
Jalisco.
yeah.
Okay.
So he's like, I thought you were Puerto Rican because the label I was working with, they were all from Puerto Rico.
Right, makes sense.
You know, so I'm like, nah, like I'm from that place. Maybe about a week later after that, he hits me up and he's like, hey, come to the studio. I want to do a writing session with you. I'm like, all right, cool. I showed up to the studio. I asked him, though, I'm like, hey, so how? Like, I remember you were ignoring me and all. He's like, well, I have a friend. She owns a label. She was looking for specifically a Mexican artist. She didn't want anything else. She wanted a Mexican artist. And when you told me that, I was like, that's perfect.
Right.
You know, you're from my hometown, and we clicked. You know, a guy's humble as hell, man. I love that guy, and he's helped me so much. You know?
All right, so now it's 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you go to the studio and you start writing.
Actually, it's 2018. You know, it's
Okay.
like maybe August 2018.
Okay.
And I go to the studio. So first time showed up to the studio, Janae, another writer, is there, and for those that don't know, Janae, she wrote Empire State of Mind for JC.
Okay.
And so she's a great writer. I showed up, I didn't know who she was. I didn't know how successful BNB was. I just showed up ready to work.
Okay.
He started playing some beats for me, and we started vibing. We started just creating melodies to it. They liked my music. They invited me again, like maybe the next week. And by that next week, Janae, who's husband, he's a producer and a beauty producer. She's like, hey, my husband made a beat, and I can see your vocals in it. Can you lay something on it? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll try. She plays it for me. I lay something on that, and I translate it for her because she doesn't speak Spanish, and she just loved it. So at the time, I still didn't know who she was, and then she kind of introduced herself, and she kind of told me like, oh, I don't like to tell people who I am just because I want to see how people are.
Right.
So, and it makes sense, you know.
Yeah.
So we just clicked, and we became a really good team, and ever since then we've been working together.
So are you under what label now, or?
So I'm now officially signed, but we do have a verbal, I want to say verbal contract, where we work 4 songs, 4 videos, and we shop around for distribution.
Now you know verbal doesn't count.
I know, but I trust my team, and even if I get screwed over, man, I'm living the dream right now.
Are you?
You know, every time I go into this studio,
I'm gonna tell you something.
Control, you know?
When I went into business, I met with my attorney, and he said 2 things to me. He's like, first of all, he'll write me a check for $500. Right? Cut the check. Here you go. I'm gonna tell you 2 things. Number 1, 3 words. CYA. You know what CYA is? Cover your ass. Number 2, assume. Don't assume, because assume makes an ass out of you and me.
Mm-hmm.
My $500, please. Best $500 I ever spent. Because, you know, you always have to cover your ass. Yeah, you know, listen, hopefully it works out for you, and they're true people, and they stand by their word. But in LA in these days, you can't trust anybody. I would get something in writing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If they believe in you and they're willing to work with you, they should put something in writing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, I mean I completely understand that, you know, but to me it's I went from paying hundreds of dollars in the studio to not paying anything at all, you know, to being completely sponsored by them, you know, and it's I understand what you're saying, and it is true, but in my case, I think it's just I just love what I'm doing. You know, it's not work. I love.
I mean, you love the craft. You love the music. I totally understand all that. But at the end of the day, if they took your music and sold it right now, you'd be fucked.
In a way.
if one of your songs went top 1 anywhere and made millions of dollars, you would see 0.
Yeah, but I wouldn't make any money on that. But I think what comes after that, it's what the real reward is. You know what I mean?
So you're
no one knows me right now. So even if I wanted to sell my music, no one's gonna buy it.
Yeah, but nobody knew Jay-Z. Nobody knew Little Dicky. Nobody knew
correct
none of these people.
Yeah. That's
so
correct.
what's the difference?
That's true. But I mean, I understand, you know, but I just trust that money will come after, you know, after the hard work.
You hope.
You know, I know it will. Right?
All right.
You know, and if it doesn't, then I'm doing what I love, you know.
Okay.
Break.
Yeah, break. So you're not signed.
Huh?
You're not signed.
I'm not signed.
You're not. Yeah, so is that, we don't know who hears this, right? So you're not signed, and saying you are signed is a big difference.
Okay.
So you're not signed,
Mhm.
and you do have split sheets. Remember?
Well, before we drop the songs, we use split sheets.
Yeah. So you
That
have
means you do have.
you have boundaries.
But we haven't signed like a actual thing. Just before we drop the song. We
No,
use split
yeah.
sheets.
So you're independent,
You're not,
but you're
yeah.
not. But
Okay.
you're not independent, meaning you're not signed, and you do have.
You're not on a
paper.
record label, but
Yeah,
you're
you're
not
not-
gonna
okay,
get
okay.
jacked either.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So you're not-
So
Just because I know.
So no. I know what you're saying. So basically, he's an independent
He's
independent contractor.
He's an independent artist,
Yeah. So
and on paper, there's legal boundaries that say this is the role in this business thing, the item, the product, the song. You do this, you own this much. You do this, you own this much. So he's an independent artist, and he happens to have projects with these people.
do you want to jump in and do this?
That sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, I
you
think
can
you should
explain
jump
it
in
better.
on
Okay.
this.
Yeah. How do we do it? How do we transition?
Sit down right here.
How do we transition into that?
And where do we cut?
No. Let's go back to where.
Because you guys have good stuff in there.
Yeah. So let's go
So I
back.
don't want to.
Can we hear it?
Yeah. You want me to just play it back?
Yeah.
a little
Play it
bit?
back like about. Give me about 45. Give me about 2 minutes back.
Keep it there, like for like a solid 3 or 4 minutes. Let me see what's going on like over here.
I think it's just from the beginning of the question. Just 30 seconds in.
It's all right there.
Okay, right there.
So I am the.
When he said after he says I'm officially signed, you come in.
Oh, okay. Just be like, whoa.
Whoa. Let's set this.
No, maybe we should just when you
yeah.
say what label, then you can say.
No, when you say I'm officially signed. No, we need to hear the I'm officially signed. Then he cuts in and says, whoa. No, you're not signed yet.
Wait, but there hasn't been even an introduction to me, so it's like that's why I want to make it kind of as smooth as possible.
No. So what I want you to do is say whoa, and I'll be like, okay, so now we have Zuriel's
Okay.
manager, Renee, right?
Yeah.
And so enlightening us, Renee.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And then-
And to be like, these things matter.
Yeah. There's things that we're missing here, Renee. Tell us what it is, okay?
All right.
All right.
I don't have to hear it, right? I don't really care.
You don't really need to put on the headphones.
Okay, cool.
I mean,
Oh, is this on actually? Because we turned this off, right?
Yeah. I turned that one back up. Does it sound like you're hearing like an echo?
Yeah,
from
I can
it?
hear him.
You can hear.
No,
me?
I'm
You
good.
want to talk?
Yeah, I think I turned
Can you
it
hear
down.
me? One, two, one,
Yeah, I
two.
can hear you.
Yeah. Okay.
In a good way? Not an echo?
Yeah, no.
I've been hearing
I
Nico
think
the
I
whole
just had
time,
game
so I just
too
stopped
on.
bitching about it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Go back a little bit?
Yeah. So do you want to just like? It doesn't matter exactly where we punch in because I can always just edit it to fit in that spot if you just want me to start the recording. And
Okay,
have you
so,
do the whole thing.
Where he says he's signed,
This part
just
right
go.
It's like, whoa.
here. Yeah, like this right over here, I think, right? No, it's further back than that.
And then go back to where he says he's signed.
Then we can just insert like a second silence.
Yeah.
Like, unless there's a secret bank account with a couple of thousands, couple of hundreds of thousands, we're not signed.
Sorry, I totally like.
You lost it.
Yeah, I thought it was on it.
Well, I mean, he can, like you said, I think it'd be easier for him. He can just insert after, because he still has to cut it anyways, no?
Yeah. I mean, like I could just splice you guys in.
Yeah, we'll just continue,
Yeah.
because I can just go whoa,
Mhm.
and then you just insert the 1 second silence.
Here, this is what we'll do.
Yeah.
Let's start fresh. I'm gonna say signed, and then you go whoa. That way we have a marker.
Oh, you have a marker for him, but it's gonna transition.
Right.
From...
I'm gonna say signed, and you say whoa, whoa, whoa. I'll be like, whoa. Before you say anything, why don't you introduce yourself?
Okay.
And I'll say it seems like you have something to say, and that's when you kick it in.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I mean, I found the spot if you want to.
Go ahead and hear it.
Yeah.
This spot right over here.
He says now I'm officially signed.
No, I meant to say I'm not officially signed.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, but you said officially.
Yeah,
signed,
you said
right?
I'm officially signed.
No, I said I'm not officially signed.
No, on the
No,
audio.
no. On the audio, it's I'm officially signed.
I said no. I said I'm
You
not.
said I'm now.
But
I'm
I
now
said
now.
now. But I meant to say I'm
Yeah.
not officially signed.
Okay.
All right. So
So can I redo that?
I mean, do you guys want to do it as like the
No, that's
when he like bursts in with the for like more comedic effect, or you want to just redo?
Yeah, because I meant to say I'm not officially
yeah,
signed.
but we're gonna lose
No.
all that you said.
that's what he meant. So instead of just redoing it completely, we're just gonna jump
Right
in
now,
and-
what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna say signed, or you're signed. I'll say you're signed, and you go whoa, 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 whoa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where you come in.
Okay.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, here, I'll just spice you in over there, and then I'll just edit the audio together later. Okay.
You're signed.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay,
Just
whoa,
1
whoa, whoa, wait. Before we go in here, obviously somebody has something to say, and why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, so my name's Renee, and I'm ZurielXen's manager.
Okay. So what?
Yeah, so I just had to jump in there real quick. Definitely want to stay quiet, but so there's a big, we're working with people.
Okay.
But he's not officially signed with anyone yet.
Okay.
But there are projects and collaborations with like the people you mentioned, with the writers and the producers.
So if he's not, technically he's unofficially not signed.
He's an independent artist, yeah.
And so, an independent artist, is he? For the people that are listening to this, does he have some legal something on his side? Or?
Yeah. So if you're a smart independent artist or smart human in general, right? You work with people and you have things in writing.
Correct.
So in this case, yeah, he's on his own. Like most people think a record label. So in this case, he doesn't have that yet. But he does have certain legal documents with the different people that he collaborates with. So that's the biggest difference between an independent artist and signed artist. Is
Okay,
that
so
you have this label behind us.
So let's just set the record straight here. He is an independent artist.
He's an independent artist and open.
Okay. All right, let's break that. Go ahead, break that, and then I'll go to him now.
All right.
All right.
And then you'll go to what now?
I'm just gonna go back to the interview with him.
Okay. Do you want me to spice back into what you were doing before? Because you guys were still kind of on the.
Can I hear it?
Yeah, like what you were doing before.
Yeah, because that sounded so well.
Yeah.
I think most of it you were just saying was like you guys.
He was commenting on the sign part, so whether I interrupted or not, that sign part sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then his commentary about the legal.
Yeah. Look it out for yourself. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just regular, normal stuff.
What?
We're just figuring out the transitions, making sure it all.
I don't know if it'll make as much sense contextually, like after you bust in, because you're kind of like trying to figure out the logistics with him. But then if you already explained.
Yeah, he already
it.
explained it. So
yeah.
yeah, I think we should just cut that.
Yeah. Honestly, like if you want to just.
Yeah, do the transition right now, and let's see what it sounds like.
Okay. Here, let me just go back over here.
Yeah, this is the shit that happens. And we continue. Are you ready? Alright, so technically we understand that we know you're an independent artist, right?
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
get my English on
I
that.
didn't get that.
Let's
I asked if you're ready, and then you just went into
Oh,
it.
my bad.
Sorry, yeah, my bad. Here, you want to I'm just gonna start it and I'll splice it.
Alright. Okay, so we know that you're an independent artist.
That is correct.
Okay, so let's go back. You're working with JP Yeah.
Melrose Town.
and who's the other girl?
Janae.
Okay, so you're working with JP and Janae. You're working and you continue writing, or
I write, yeah, not only for myself but for other artists.
Okay, and then I believe you have done what, 2 videos now?
2 videos with Jamaica.
Okay, so you guys agreed on what, 4 songs?
4 songs. The goal is to make 4 songs and 4 videos.
Okay, 4 songs, 4 videos, and the reason to make these 4 songs and these 4 videos is for.
We're looking for better distribution.
Oh, you're looking for label, or how does it work?
Distribution more than anything. We're looking to stay independent, but we figure if we can get someone to distribute the music or help us with the distribution, it's a huge help.
So, let me give you an example. I'm an artist and I'm looking for distribution. So distribution would be a company like Priority Records, or
yeah. So like with distribution, it can be a label. Like labels have these different departments. Some companies just work on distribution, but also labels are involved in that. So basically, what we want to do is there's certain songs and videos that you go and pitch them to a distribution company, and they're like, let's partner, and we'll pay this to help you, send it off to the masses. And from there, that's where you share the profits or whatever comes from.
Oh, it almost sounds like it's better for the artist, and because you get more money towards you.
Yeah, and that way you're able to keep that way you can still maintain that independent freedom, right? Because you're not signed to a certain project for the next 5 years. You're not set in stone with certain people. You're still able to roam around.
Okay.
And you're able to distribute whatever.
So you're
project.
not basically locked down.
Yeah, you're not locked down. That's
okay.
the biggest pro with that.
Okay, so you guys are looking for anybody biting?
We can't talk about it too much.
Okay.
But that's.
So it's fair to say there are some people interested.
There's people hearing the project. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a positive, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking forward to that. I'm dying to put that music out, man.
So you need distribution to launch your music then?
Yeah.
If you want to send it off to the masses, yeah. So we could record a song even today, right? Put it online. But think about all the artists that are putting music every single day.
Yeah, like on SoundCloud.
Yeah, on SoundCloud. Imagine the thousands and thousands.
Like
of
my
songs.
podcast.
yeah. It's like everyone's figuring out a way to go through the noise.
Right.
And that's where these companies kind of come in and help you out, but put you through their pipeline.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's much harder now.
Yeah, it's way harder now.
Yeah.
So even with the distribution, even with the company behind you, right? You're still the audience at the end of the day.
So let me ask you a question.
We're trying to get my music into, when you go into a restaurant and you go take a lick, and then you hear that music on top.
Yeah, people use Shazam.
Yeah, so
yeah, like who is it? I've done it before. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah,
once
exactly.
you're taking a poop or whatever, and you're like, wait, what? That song is popping,
Yeah, no, I've done it. I've been there. I'm like, whoa, what's this? Let me Shazam that real quick.
Yeah, whether you're in an elevator, whether you're at a
Right.
casino, and there's all this like random